Hey guys, welcome to our show, PalopGirlsOutLoud. I'm Claudia.
I'm Daisy.
I'm Zia.
I'm Eddie.
I'm Rossana.
And I'm Akiza.
Eu vou super la marreza.
DJ Tibeiras, como é que é? Olha a melodia!
How's everyone?
I'm good.
I'm good, can't complain.
I'm good, thank you.
I'm not too bad.
That's good. So,
Long journey.
So I have a question for you guys. Do you think Brazilians and Portuguese are part of the PALOP community?
personally, I don't think
so.
I don't think they're actually part of PALOP's community because, like, I consider PALOP's community all Portuguese spoken countries, but mainly the countries that are in Africa, not like South America or whatever. So, what do you think?
I think the same because like PALOPs come like from countries, African countries that speak Portuguese. So Portugal is not African. It's in Europe. So therefore, Portugal, you are not in Africa. So you are not PALOP. You're just part of because you went to our country. You know.
Slave owners. Free from the shackles of the slave owners, please.
So, what do you guys girls think?
Yeah, I agree. I got it.
I agree.
I agree with you guys. But at the end of the day, they do speak Portuguese. So
Yeah.
our culture's quite similar. You can't lie about that.
Yeah, true.
But that's because we kind of been washed up.
It is a debate. It's a debate.
Our culture's
Yeah.
quite influenced by them.
Yeah,
It's like,
I agree with
we
that.
are PALOP because of them.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah,
that's
because
true.
that's what I'm saying. We
Portugal,
wouldn't be
that's
PALOP,
the, you know. So we speak Portuguese because of them, because they went to Angola, Guinea, and etc. They colonized them. They colonized us,
Yeah.
right? In this case, so we speak Portuguese because of them. So, but they are not. We are just PALOP because of them. I
So-
will not say like they are part.
Yeah, like we're only influenced by their Christmas and like their foods. That's literally it. Their music. We're not influenced by their music. That people can stop. It's not Portuguese music. It's Angolan music, please.
That's what I'm saying. It's Portuguese
Stop.
music. I realized.
Oh, by the way, guys, where are you guys all from? Like, literally
Send to
from-
me, please. Hallelujah.
Same. I'm half.
What are you?
Okay.
Cape Verde and Angola.
Yeah, we love it.
What about you?
I'm Angolan and Portuguese.
Okay, nice.
I'm Angolan and Santo Messi as well.
Portuguese.
Yeah.
We love it.
Nice mix. Mangola na casa.
So did you born there?
I was born Angola, guys. I'm fully Angolan.
When did you
I'm
born?
proud, like,
Where did you born?
Kazenga. From Kazenga. Basically, I was born in Kazenga. I grew up in Ireland.
No, seriously.
DJ na casa.
Aí onde o Paulo fez aqueles paulos aí.
O Mondero.
O Mondero. É aí onde eu sou.
They're having a little.
Yeah, that's
Depois.
Do you want us to like kind of join your conversation?
Well,
I'm fully Angolan because like both my parents are Angolan, but I'm born in Portugal.
oh, okay.
But I had like a long time in Angola, so yeah.
When did you move to like UK?
When I went to UK when I was 18.
Oh, 18.
Okay.
Okay. So how was like for you growing up in Angola?
I've heard this story before, but yeah.
You know what? It wasn't bad. It was just different. Cause
Oh,
like
okay.
for everyone that grew up in Portugal can know like the difference
Yeah.
from like Portugal and UK, but Portugal and Angola is different. Is actually different. So it's just different. It's different like
Atmosphere.
continents, you know.
Okay.
Like it's a different weather. It's a different everything. Like the taxes are different. my family has a bunch of stories about myself when I was young. Yeah, because like I used to do the most and say like what I shouldn't.
Okay.
But
But
it is. But
this manga of someone
it was actually tough. Like when my mom said like, "Oh, we're gonna stay here," I was like, "Excuse me."
Oof.
Like, what do you mean?
I was like, what do you mean? I was like, I start school next week. I start school next week. But she was like, no, we're staying here. I'll cry for like more
Do you
than a
miss
week.
home though? Like, do you miss Angola?
I do.
You do, yeah?
I haven't been there for 2 years.
Wow. Oh, you're 2 years. Me, I haven't been back home for 15 years.
Are you joking? How did you do that?
I've never been myself, but
I haven't been there for 15 years. Like, literally, growing up in Angola for me is special. When I go back home, I feel like that's where I belong.
It is.
Like, home for me is really, really special.
Yeah.
So growing up in Angola for me, it was good. Like, I enjoyed. And obviously, I moved to Ireland when I was 8. So now I'm 23, guys. I moved down when I was 8, and it was very different for me, like the transition from Angola to Ireland. So literally in Angola, you see kids playing outside, enjoying life, neighbors like chatting to each other. I come to Ireland.
Everyone is
everyone
your
in the
uncle
house,
and your auntie.
literally not talking to nobody. So I found it a bit hard, but. Like being in Angola is just it was good. Like I grew up really well. Like as we all PALOPs know that nossa família nós gostamos de se juntar. Nos domingos, dia da família nos domingos, sábado, domingo nós todos vamos se juntar. Então, like here na Europa nós fazemos coisas assim.
It's different, and also a lot of people that have moved here from like Angola or like Portugal, a lot of people say that it affected their mental health, because like what you were saying, the neighbors were like very nice to each other, greet each other. You go to the neighbor's house and stuff like that. How did it affect you guys' mental health, like moving here?
There's no community like in Portugal. Like you greet people, they say hi to you in the street just like that. But here, everybody's just on with their day. Nobody says hi to no one. You're just there like, oh, big cultural shock, basically. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's different for me because I was born and raised in the UK. I grew up in a state, so with me, like, it was normal for me to like greet everyone, and also a community as well. But obviously, after a while, when you don't live in a state, it's like you said, no one greets each other. Everyone's moody, everyone's angry, and you're just like they're like.
Yeah.
Okay,
London
cool.
Underground. Yeah.
It's like everyone wants to fight everybody. Like Sura there, right there and then. Alright guys, alright. Calm down, yeah?
Literally.
So what about for you, Eddie? How was it?
Well, I was born in Portugal. I came here when I was 6.
Okay.
So for me, it's like I'm technically a Londoner. Not really. Not really Londoner. But yeah, no. I mean, my childhood was calm. Like both in Portugal and here. We played out, done a few things, franked people. It wasn't too bad. In general, it wasn't too bad. I can't complain. But as you get older, you start seeing things. People start viewing you differently as well.
Yeah.
Especially when you start talking about your background and people kind of... But except from that, childhood-wise, it was calm. Yeah.
What about for you, Rosanna?
I came here when I was 10, 2012. So, like, it was a big cultural shock because, like, growing up, I used to play outside and stuff. And when I came here, there was none of that. And I was like, whoa, okay. But growing up, it wasn't that bad, to be honest. It was just more of a cultural shock in general. But yeah, not too bad.
Madame, pra você, era como?
Me, I was born and raised here.
Okay.
Yeah. So for me, like, I actually liked growing up here. Like, I would play outside like every day.
For real, bro. For real, all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't on social media. Wasn't really.
It wasn't a
That
thing
was
back then.
non-existent,
Yeah.
was there? But then,
Back in the day, you was allowed to play. I was allowed to stay out till like 10 o'clock in the night, bro. I was like, what, 7 years old? It wasn't a problem.
It wasn't a problem.
Like, there wasn't as much violence as there is now. Like, my sister's,
I think there was, we were just not aware of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
so-
was different.
Like, remember the London riots in 2011?
Oh,
I remember I was in Portugal. I said to my mum, please, I don't want to come back. I said, I don't want to die. Like, it was so scary. Like, what the hell? No, London has become so different nowadays.
Yeah.
It's scary. It's genuinely scary.
Okay, so what do you guys think about PALOP's community here UK. Let's say not just UK, but let's say in Europe in general.
I wouldn't know Europe-wise, but UK-wise, I don't want to bash anyone. So
Already bashing.
I think our elder generation, they were more of a community, they were more open with stuff. They had more events. I feel like it's up to us to obviously now carry on that tradition and keep doing that. And I feel like in a way, like everyone's always for fuck all the time, like every day. Like
no, but that's true, you know. It's like they don't want to see you like
shine or anything. Yeah, get up
succeed.
there.
Like if you're there, I don't want you there. I want to be like there's competition. Why are you competing? Just be happy, and then
It's
I hope
not
you
that
get
deep.
up as well.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like,
100%.
I think mostly it's the girls. I'm a girls, but it's the girls. It's the girls mostly. Like they're just always bashing each other. Like, or if you go into a party, like you're just getting stared down for no reason. Like you don't know me from nowhere.
Yeah.
Like I'm just from the same country as you. We're from the PALOP community. Let's just be friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, for me, I can explain a little bit about the European side because I grew up in Ireland. So it's a different PALOP community there. So for me, Ireland is a very small country. And the PALOP community there is really small as well. And literally, I can say that we're very supportive towards each other. First, we're small. So we have to be supportive no matter what.
Yeah.
So I think the Irish PALOP community is better than UK. So I've noticed a lot from moving here that the UK community, there is a lot of jealousy. A lot of, oh, you're doing this, I don't want to support you.
Yeah.
And it's not good. It's not good because if we actually came together and support each other and do things together, I feel like we as PALOP community, we would have been like out there.
100%.
Tell me, where is the
No.
PalopGirlsOutLoud is the first podcast, PALOP podcast.
Even bouncing
Don't forget about that.
Yeah.
É a primeira vez que muitas mulheres estão juntas. Isso também.
But even bouncing off that as well, like I think a couple months ago I created PALOP Girls in the UK GC just so we can get together. Do you know what I mean? And everyone's thinking, I'm so glad you made that GC. Like there's been good friendships out of it because of me. Like, and I'm actually kind of happy because my dad also, he's a Santola in it, and he used to create events for all the Santola community, like PALOP community, where they were welcome as well. So I'm kind of like following that as well. Like I don't care about jealousy, I don't care about envy. I just want to, you know, be able to be in that community because I feel like I lost my roots in a way. And it's also heading back to like speaking Portuguese, like it's kind of difficult. So my friend said, you know what, hang with more PALOP people, you will speak Portuguese even more, like you'll learn how to write it and read it. So it's also beneficial in that as well.
Because some of their Portuguese is broken Portuguese.
No, it's true, it's true.
No, you listen to some people's Portuguese, like you really say your you learn Portuguese. With no shame. No.
Talking about Portuguese, a lot of people ask me this question about the difference of the Portuguese in PALOP. Like for us Angolan, we use a lot of kalau in it. And then you sound to many people, how's your Portuguese like?
Me, for example. When I speak Portuguese, eu carrego bueno era. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And the thing is, I only went to São Tomé twice. Yeah. But that stayed with me. And last time I went, I was like 8. So that stuck to me. Yeah. No, but then my brother, my sister, when you hear them, you're like, oh, they're really singing. Because their Portuguese is nice. And then you hear me, São Tomé. Like people just say one thing, like, you're São Tomé. Because first they're like, oh, are you Angolan? Like, no. Then I start speaking Portuguese. You're São Tomé.
Nah, it's so different. Like literally, us Angolans is like, we use a lot of kalam. So kalam is basically slangs for those that probably are wondering what's kalam. It's slangs. So Angolan people use a lot of slangs. Portuguese, they speak very quick.
Yeah. Sometimes I can't even understand them, mate.
Sim, olha lá a menina, olha aquela menina atravessar a estrada. Ela não tem que...
But the thing is like, people, like, I think for everyone that is going to be watching this podcast or is watching the live right now, people just need to understand. Portuguese is Portuguese. As the spelling Portuguese.
There we go.
It's not Spanish.
Nah, it's not.
Oh my God.
It's not Spanish. So let me explain. Portuguese comes from the Latin. Okay? Portuguese comes from the Latin. Therefore, there's words that is kind of similar to Spanish,
but it's not
Italian,
the same.
and like, but even on Spanish, you have different types. So you know, like there's the Spanish from Colombia, from Spain, from
Argentina.
it's the same. We are basically like the Spanish, you know, like Spanish. We are the Portuguese, where you have like the Spanish from Angola, from Portugal, from Brazil. So you guys understand?
Yeah.
If you want more tips, hit me up. Don't even say again. You speak Spanish?
I've heard that so many times in my life.
Literally.
When I did Spanish
I know some Spanish. Hola.
Yeah, we don't say.
No, don't say that.
But you know what's
No,
really
because
annoying?
even-
when they're like, Spanish, Portuguese, same thing.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I'm
the
telling you,
same,
when I
it's
used to
not
do
the
Spanish
same.
in school, in secondary school, all the time, everybody would come to me. I don't speak
Literally.
Spanish at home. I speak Portuguese.
Yeah.
It's not the same. I mean,
They're
it's
like,
similar, but
translate,
not the
please,
same.
translate. I
Yeah.
don't speak Spanish. I mean, I understand it.
Why
but-
do you want me to translate if you don't gonna understand?
Literally.
And you know what? Yeah, it's always the swear words, and they always ask, "Oh, how do you say it? How do you say the swear words in
You
Portuguese?"
Palos people out there, stop teaching
They
people
would
how
even
to
ask me, "Oh,
swear words.
how
I
do
hate
you say dirty words in Portuguese?"
lie, I'm
And I was in secondary school. I was thinking, why are you asking me this question?
Castigo contigo.
But even so, with the language, my mum said, as long as people understand you, don't be afraid to speak Portuguese. Like, just embrace it. Do you know what I mean? Because me, when I was growing up, I kind of like spoke Portuguese, but then didn't, because my dad was like, "Oh my god, no, you're not gonna speak Portuguese. You're gonna speak English," because he wanted to like show his kids off that we can speak English. So after a while, like, it was kind of difficult for me to speak Portuguese. I was shy, I had anxiety, but now I'm kind of like comfortable speaking it. So like. Yeah, because I speak it with you mostly sometimes as well. You guys. So I don't know. Like, I'm kind of glad I have that community that I can speak Portuguese and let myself out. Like, I'm finding myself in the PALOP community slowly.
That's why I always encourage all Palops people trying to speak Portuguese at home. It's really important.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I'm not gonna say I'm the best Portuguese spoken person. Mine, yeah. I'm making mistakes. I tell you. Hey.
But don't get it twisted though. But don't get it twisted. There are some people out there who make fun of you or speak the way you
that's
speak
true.
Portuguese.
Yeah.
Like, my siblings used to make fun of me. Like, you shouldn't speak Portuguese. You're not Portuguese. I'm like, I never
No,
said I was
but
Portuguese.
that's a big thing. Like, for example, because when I speak Portuguese and my R's are strong, that's something that made me like, I can still speak Portuguese, but I avoid it because of my R's. So
Yeah.
You should.
I like the R's.
No, because it's just like people make fun of you, and it's just like, but like everyone speaks it differently. Do you know
like,
what I
I
mean?
got over it
Yeah.
because now I'm like, where's your Portuguese? You know what I'm saying? Like, non-existent, so hush. So, but before, it took me a while though, because it's like, is there a point? Like,
to speak it or not.
Yeah.
Like us PALOP kids that grew up here and were born here, it's like more harder because we grew up with the English language more, like we hear it more.
exactly.
And then Portuguese, our Portuguese is never as good as our English.
Yeah.
Because like we weren't raised in a Portuguese speaking country.
Yeah.
So it's
I
like
lost
kind of
mine.
like, yeesh, I'm not speaking.
But then again, these aunties and uncles don't sound proper either way. So don't come to me and say I don't speak proper Portuguese. I can still understand you. And you know what's the best is when they're gossiping. Is when they're gossiping and you pretend that you don't speak it, you don't understand it, and you go and run to your mum. Fulana this is so. It's the best.
I
No.
totally understand you. But one thing is, I'm gonna say, I love the way you mentioned about the people that grew up here that are Palops. I love those that are Palops and grew up here that can actually try to speak Portuguese, that show their interest in and learn the language. Do you understand? So you guys don't have to be ashamed about not knowing how to speak Portuguese properly. As long as you're trying, as long as you want to learn your culture, your language, that's fine. Go and make mistakes. That's how you learn, by making mistakes. So if you don't know any Portuguese word, if you don't know how to say this, say that, go and ask those that are actually fluent in the language. Do you understand?
100%.
So I will always say to people that are Palops and those that grow up in here, make sure at home you speak with your family, do you understand? So you can adapt the language. So continua.
It's just funny how people ask for how do I say this in English? Why you don't say the opposite? How do I say this in Portuguese?
Yes, 100%.
Because when I speak with you in Portuguese, you're just making a lot of mistakes, and if I laugh on you, not in a bad way, but and I think it's not like if I laugh on you, it's like when you correct somebody. And it's not just people that live abroad, even people that live there, back in Africa.
It's true, no.
Yes! Os africanos têm problema muito grande. Serem corrigidos. Come on! Hey!
It's 2022, mate. Take it or leave it.
Yeah! Leave it. Because we don't want to take it. Just leave it.
Yeah, I feel like back home they're still ignorant and it's still with that old teaching, and it's kind of hard to like get them out of that like, you know, old mindset. It really is. Like with my mom, it's different because she obviously came here 2000, so she kind of tries to like learn and like the new generation. She doesn't mind being corrected.
Yeah.
But you know how she's in girl and she's stubborn. It is what it is. I'm stubborn as well myself. So it's just like be patient with them because one day they will learn, or maybe like you said, just leave it. It is what it is.
No, I think like literally for those that literally grew up in here and are learning Portuguese, guys, try to learn it because when you go back home, I'm still scared. I'm still scared. But my mom said a lot of people tell me that I act more Angolan than I do than like being Santola. I don't see it. No, that's not.
But a lot of people see that, but I don't see it in it. I feel like I'm both regardless.
Do you think it's just because you're always surrounded by Angolan people?
Yeah, I think that's how it happens to me as well.
Yeah, it could be that. I mean, I do like Angolans more. Sorry, I love my Santola, but I love
Angolans. I think it's a way of acting. Yeah. It's just like yourself.
Yeah.
You just need like to. It just gets to a point like we need to start correcting people. That's what I was saying the other day. It gets to a point that we need to teach our parents. So it's the same way that we need to teach people. We need to correct people. I'm not acting more this or more that. I'm both. I'm acting.
Yes, 100%, 100%.
So if you push this nerve, you're gonna get some Santola. If you push this nerve, you're gonna get some Angola. But if you push the middle one,
all together combined. Because I feel like a lot of the time.
It's like it's you, it's your essence, you know. So you just tell people like. I'm not doing this. That's me. That's Zia.
Yeah. Because I feel like a lot of the times people try to strip your identity, especially in the PALOP community.
They really
like,
do, though.
If you're half, it's like you have to pick one. If you don't pick the other, like. I'm not gonna lie, people that are half Angolan, they always pick the Angolan side, they never pick the other side. And then that's when people be like, but why don't you pick your other side? Like they be like, I still do. I still eat some Kalilu, bro. Flipping out. Like I love my Santola food.
I can't lie to you. Santome's Kalilu is better than Angolan, I'm sorry.
Oi, bro.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I want to get my mom to make you some Kalilu. Hands down, it's the best ever. I'm not gonna lie to you. But not everyone can make it. That's the about it. Yeah,
that's it's even bacalao nonsense. Some people don't know how to make it properly. Some people.
Seeing now you're adding tuna, you're adding carrot, you're adding cheese. Hey, I had to eat those.
With tuna.
Tuna com bacalhau, bruv.
Nunca vi.
That's gonna give me food poisoning.
Nunca vi, bruv.
No.
But there's some people who make it watery. And it's just soggy. Nah, man. I think my mom's one.
We're talking about food now, yeah? So how is the Angolan food like? How's it? What's your favorite Angolan dish? Like, what's your favorite?
Moamba.
Hands down as well.
Não, acho que é moçambicanos, ok? Um dos Palop's country, a não comer galinha de moamba com arroz. Yeah.
But like as Angolan, I don't want to eat like everyone confunde. Mas eu gosto do funge mesmo. To be fair, I like
Let me disappoint you guys. I'm about to bring my culture into this. Eu sou bacongo, então eu gosto de comer funge, cotisaca, fumba.
You know what?
Guys, abaixa. Com a mão, comemos funge com a mão, sabe?
I want to try that. I'm scared of doing that. I'm not gonna lie. How do you not do that?
Irmã, lava a mão.
You do it.
Yeah,
he does the same thing. He does the same thing at home.
Yes. We are much way. You know,
I'm a posh babe. I'm sorry. I'm a posh babe. Maybe when I go to Angola, maybe I might embrace it, but I feel like
I think começar aqui.
No,
yeah, because if you do it,
do Angolans eat funge with their hands or not?
From what I know, it's knife and fork.
Yeah, in my family, knife and fork. So when I eat with my hands, they look at me weird, like, what's wrong with you?
I think you can't eat with your hands. It's just up to you. It's generally up to you. I'm not gonna lie. But also with like food and stuff. Let's say if you haven't tried like certain traditional food, people be like, "Oh, you're not Cape Verdean, you're not Mozambican, like you're not Santola." Like, I'm not gonna try every single food, and not every parent knows every single traditional food that they can make. Like it's not that deep. It doesn't make me less than that PALOP country. And it's just annoying. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've never been to Angola. I've never tried Angolan sweets. The only like treats that I know is probably Paracuca. What's the other one?
Paracuca.
What's the other one? It's like really hard. I think it's that one. Yeah. That's the only thing I've ever tried. That's the only thing my mom's ever made.
Like, wait, guys, I love mukwa.
It's not a triangle.
Do you know about
like
mukwa?
hexagon.
No, I actually don't.
Do you know about mukwa?
Eu sei, mukwa. Tem mukwa em casa, que
Tem mukwa.
Like, what about with you guys? Like, do you guys like know all your traditional foods?
I even like eating it dry.
I have a so pode mandar, tem em casa.
Really?
Oh, Jesus.
Mas Cláudia, como então, irmã?
Tem mukwa em casa.
Semana passada era fumba, não me levou. Mas também era tão...
You know, Sharon is caring. Sharon is caring.
100%.
Next time, guys, in the next episode,
We should just
I'll
eat.
bring my traditional food for you guys.
Oh
Thank you,
my
thank you.
God.
Only you, yeah. Only you.
Para quê? Vamos começar assim.
Only you that's bringing it, yeah. We're not all bringing traditional food.
Mas
I don't know.
I'll bring the drinks.
I thought you said you're gonna bring the Gregs. I was like, oh yeah.
But we're gonna bring some things for you guys to see.
Fumba is so good.
Fumba is nice. It's lit. Like, oh.
I don't know. I think I have like a vein that is coming from there. You know? Yeah, but like I'm not gonna lie. I did the just like out of the topic, but I did the heritage. Like my brother is laughing because he knows why. But anyways, I still need to understand. I still baffled. So I did the heritage DNA. We decided to do it. Just like to see like
That test is so fake. I swear to you, it's so fake.
I don't think it's fake.
Go on.
But
What
I'm
did you find?
baffled.
What's the result?
There is not even a 1% of a goal in there.
Shit.
It's down then.
Bro.
It's down then.
Don't say Nigeria. It's gonna say
It's definitely Nigeria. One of them is Nigerian.
Yeah, most likely.
It's down.
Yeah, because every time.
Like, I think it was 58%. If he was in Nigeria, it was Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
I can see it. I can kind of see it. I can kind of see
I
it.
can see it. Mas nigeriana.
What's Sierra Leone? Please, what is it?
Kenyan.
Nigeria.
Nigeria. What's the other one?
38% Kenyan.
28% Kenyan.
I can only see Sierra Leone though.
Yeah.
Nigeriana toma mover.
Like 3%.
Hey!
Tem cada pessoa que come jollof rice. Deixa cada pessoa que come.
No, I love it.
Now, guys, please don't be mistaken.
Do you know why?
Yeah, I am fully.
I think that might be the case for me as well, because my mom said that we're only 2 generations born in Angola.
Yeah, Congo and Angola. It's actually Congo and Angola, you know?
I don't know,
Basically,
but
this
like-
is the story I heard from my parents. Congo used to be like one country. It used to be Angola and Congo.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, back then or whatever, they split. So now we have Angola. That's why we have basically like Oshba Congo, muitos do Congo falam tipo Lingala,
Yep.
Kikumu,
Yeah.
and then you can see some Congolese people being very close with Angola because of them back in the days, isn't it?
And that's what I don't understand, because like Angola and Congo is like this.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why Angolans do this to Congo. No, I
You
swear,
should.
I'm Angolan, but I don't do that. But like,
I don't.
I just see like, and actually,
Os angolanos têm muitos angolanos.
On the internet, I see a lot on the
So-
internet.
Gostam de abusar isso.
they look to a person like that is from, for example, they look to you.
Elanga.
They're gonna say, oh, she's from Cape Verde. Oh, she's from Santome. Oh, she's from da, da, da. They're gonna see a person from Congo. Langa.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't get it. I literally don't get it.
Langa
Make it
também
make
são
sense.
humanos.
But
That's what I'm
wait.
gonna say.
I can't relate, mate. I love all my Congolese people.
Yeah, same.
Like even one of my friends, she shares the same birthday as me. I love her, mate. I love her. I love them. Like every time we come together, it's like we're twins. Like people be like, wow,
Yeah.
like you Angolans and Congolese people, just like twins. Like no matter what, we bring the same vibe. Like it's weird. It kind of scares me a bit. But I'm like, okay, cool.
Nah, it's good. So let's, I know you went online and you got some questions.
Okay,
yeah,
I do.
Let's check the live.
It says, how was it growing up in a PALOP household and your experience?
I'm not the first.
So feel free for anyone who wants to go first.
Okay, I'm gonna say, voy primera. Kilamu vai primera, okay?
The founder
Kilamu
speaking.
is actually my Portuguese nickname, just to let everybody know. But yeah.
You know what mine is? Cagona.
Guys.
And you're proud to say this.
Wow.
She said that.
Moving on.
Because this girl. Vamos começar. Não começa, minha irmã. Não começa.
That was a car crash, I can't lie.
Na boca dela. Então, let me ask you the question. So, growing up in PALOP's household.
Yes, yeah.
Nah, I actually, shout out to my mom. Shout out to my family in Angola.
Whoop, whoop, dear.
Yeah, shout out to my family here. But yeah, I actually had my family are they're amazing. Like literally growing up in Angola, like for me,
You miss it so much, innit?
É, vida, cuiava, me cuiava agora todos os dias. Acordar cedo. Agora you have to wake up early, 5 a.m. in the morning.
Oh.
That's how we do it.
I was living nicely in the UK, mate.
4:30. The sun is already here.
5 a.m. in the morning. Deus, não sei se lembra já. Tinha umas frutas. Não sei se é que não sei se esqueci o nome. Uma fruta, não sei se era coisa. Não era ananás ou... esqueci o nome. Então tinha minha avó, ela vivia numa casa bem grande e ela tinha paus e tudo na casa.
Manga?
Lembra?
Goiaba?
Não, tinha manga. Goiaba, essa. Então, logo de umas 5 horas da manhã, ela acordou para ir recolher goiaba.
Na goiabeira.
Na goiabeira, yeah. E também, ela estudava, então... School in Angola was very different than Europe school. They used to beat us. I'm not going to...
I had it easy.
One time, guys. They used to beat us. I didn't do... They gave me a homework, yeah? To do, and it was like 100 pages. I did 98. You guys, I did 98.
Do you have to count it?
No, listen. I did 98 pages.
But you have to count it.
Yes, eles estão contando mesmo. 98.
Imagine you're writing 1, 2.
Não, páginas, tipo 1, 2.
That's what I'm saying, 1, 2.
Yes,
That's what I'm saying, that's long.
Então, fui na escola
That's
com 98 páginas só. Falei, professora, já acabei a tarefa. Dei a tarefa da professora. Ela falou, Cláudia, na hora do intervalo, Cláudia, vem aqui pra cá. Eu falei, sim, professora. Ela me falou, por que você que só escreveste 98 páginas? Eu falei, só 98? Não sabia. Ela falou, não sabia? Eu falei, tirou o pau, me bateu. Eu fui em casa, chorei. Falei na minha mãe. Então minha mãe falou, ok, não tem problema, vou vir à escola. Veio na escola. E falou, nunca mais mete tua mão na minha filha, senão não vai viver amanhã. É que ela falou, então, but otherwise, the education system in Angola has grown so much. Like right now, I know from speaking to my family member, they're actually teaching students how to speak English, which is really good.
Yeah.
Wait, do they still beat the kids though?
Yeah, I'm about to ask, that's what's on my mind.
No, but when I was there.
Really?
Yeah.
Eu não ensinaram, tá? Que veio aqui com inglês zero.
My basics are then there.
Really? Eu não ensinaram. Nada.
But do they still beat the kids there? Or?
Yeah.
Não sei. É que
Most likely.
I
I feel like there's certain places that most likely is a big
It's
country.
like it's not like back in the days.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like back in the days anymore. Like if they do, it's gonna be like in one school.
It's minimal.
Or
Yeah.
like if
On
it's
a
gonna
province
be
or
school, it's gonna
something.
be like explicação.
Yeah.
But back in the days, back in 2006.
The stories my mom would tell me that she went through.
The thing, like,
Yeah, same.
talking on my own experience, like, it was tough. It was, like, really tough. My first 2 years, I was just like, I hate this place. I hate it. Every day I was just like, I had the reason to complain to my mom. Not gonna lie. I had the reason to complain to my mom. And it wasn't just because I was just, like, being, like, fussy or something like that. I literally had a reason because like I moved when I was 12 to a country that is totally different. Education is different. You know, like if you don't arrive early, you don't have a place to sit.
Hey.
That's so
Yeah.
cute. That is
If you
so
don't arrive early, you don't have a place. Back in the days, you used not public school. Public. You used to not have a place to sit. You had like three. There's like three of the students in the class. One used to be like o delegado, subdelegado, e o delegado da limpeza. So delegado da limpeza is responsible for the cleaning of the. It's not the school. You know, they get one of the students to be in charge of that. But the thing is, like, it would be worse. Like, for example, what Claudia said about like do the homework and stuff like that. If like a lot of people don't do it, most of the people, like the person taking like the biggest blame, it would be one of them.
Wow.
So it was really tough and it was really different. And for me especially coming from Portugal, I suffered a lot of bullying because like Portugal, you go to school and like it's a cold country. You're gonna wear trainers. I was used to my trainers and like.
So wait, in Portugal, you guys just wear you guys not wear uniforms?
No.
School?
No,
Oh,
you don't wear uniforms.
My first time hearing this, I actually didn't know this. So you guys don't have school uniforms?
No, they don't.
No. I think probably only private schools. But even then, it's only certain private schools.
Primary school and primary. Like, infantario and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, as soon as you go to year 1 and stuff, you don't have a uniform.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's your clothes and that's it. But like back then, like it used to have, and like you need to have like a tua bata tinha que estar limpa. As batas eram brancas, não
Yeah, my mom said the same thing.
Não para encher de poeira, mas a tua bata tinha que estar branca, limpinha, engomada. But anyways, it was tough because like I suffered like a lot of bullying because like I was tall and I was chubby and like people would like say like mean things to me and just like and like
Linda.
Thank you. But yeah, I think the hardest was like my accent.
Oh yeah, because you do have an accent.
I do have.
She has an accent.
And like it was the accent because like people were just like. And like I'm not gonna lie, I'm clever and like people in Angola, people used like today I don't know they still do it, but like back in the days people paid to pass the year. They would not care about study because like they knew like at the end of the year they could just pay and pass the year. So because I had good marks. The girls used to say like, oh, tu estás a namorar com o professor.
Hey!
I had all that.
Namorar com o professor?
Yeah.
Meu Deus.
They used to say like que eu namorava com o meu
Wait, how old were you at the time?
Bro, I was what, 13?
18?
13. What an accusation, mate.
But you know what? There was a lot of girls that used to do that.
Yeah, it's normal.
They used to sleep with teachers to pass the year.
Angola.
Yeah, like if the teachers just do that and they know like they don't have good marks. There was some girls that used to accept whatever just to pass the year. And just like, you should not. Mas por que estás a aceitar passar por isso? Like, you should not. This is harassment.
I remember like did this thing happen in Angola like back then? It's just was it because of like how they're suffering? They don't have any other options. Was that the reason why?
To be fair, I don't really know. I never really understood that. And like things changed on that school where I was. Eu estudei no complexo escolar do Cazenga. Quem me conhece me sabe.
Também.
Foi lá onde eu estudei.
Ghetto.
Foi lá onde eu estudei. So and like things start changing a little bit when I went to that school because like o diretor da escola, ele gostava bem de mim. Gostava bem de mim, porque eu vim de Portugal e não sei o que e tal, e não. Ele por acaso gostou bem de mim, não sei o quê. E no dia que me bateram... O dia que me bateram aquela escola caída. Minha mãe quando foi lá. A minha mãe quando foi lá. Como é? Olha, os meus pulsos ficaram assim.
Meu Deus, nada.
E não foi porque me deram com pau, não. Mangueira. Tava aquela mangueira da
Não, aquelas mangueiras são... dói boi.
E depois aquilo é assim, quanto tu mais esquivas,
dá mais,
e mais te dão. Não foi preciso me darem muitas, só me deram duas de um e aqui foi só um, porque eu depois já não aceitei, depois que nem já me dão no corpo, eu disse, ai, não. Yeah, so what happened? After that, me deram me bater, não sei o que e tal, eu fui já, da forma que eu tava, não tinha como. Então passou direto da escola, não sei o que, assim. Olha como me fizeram. E ela assim, quem te fez isso? Não sei o que. Eu disse, foi a fulana e tal, não sei o que. Fui pra casa. Cheguei em casa, minha mãe disse, o quê? O quê? Vamos lá. Eu disse, vamos dar uma força mais. Vamos lá. Ouve, a partir daquele dia, ninguém me tocava. E eu era conhecida como filhada do diretor. E só por causa disso é que passaram, tipo, a me respeitar um bocadinho. Mas, tipo, é triste saber que, tipo, tu tens que passar por essas coisas para as pessoas, tipo, te darem um mínimo de... aquele teu devido valor. Até nem é respeito, é o teu mínimo valor, tipo, porque... Antes disso, o que me faziam... mas depois quando saiu já os moles, não sei o que, todas as meninas já gostam, eu disse, agora tem já bate. But yeah, it was tough. It was good.
But how was it, like, growing up, like
overall,
like, how was it? Was it a good experience?
It was a good experience. I would do it again.
You do it again?
I would do it again. And something that I say, like, my kids, they will have that. They will spend, like, at least like once in a year or like every 2 years, they will go back home, stay there for 3 months.
Nice.
No,
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that one. 3 meses.
Why'd you say that?
3 meses, Eddie.
But why'd you say that? Why though?
Yeah.
Why do I say that? Because like they need to see how people live differently.
But do you think it would be the same though?
It doesn't gonna be the same,
so much.
but it will be different because they will be in a house, but they will have Wi-Fi. They will have
everything.
Do you understand? They will have
access everything.
They will have access to everything, but it's different.
Yeah.
So they need to understand, like, at least like where they're coming from, or like at least like the grandparents are coming from. They need to understand, like. They need to know. It's not just like, because like I don't. For example, my little brother is 10 now. He never been there.
Wow.
And I'm telling you, that boy.
Does he get a lot? Does he get away with a lot?
In the day one.
But then it's not like you can be the one teaching your
He
kids.
will cry.
Yeah, that's. I feel like you can still embed that into your
cry.
kids.
I'm not gonna lie.
No.
My siblings, they grew up. No, let me tell you, they will not cry. Let me tell you why. My siblings, they grew up in Europe. Yeah? Mas quando nós lhes levamos em Angola, gostaram, nós chorar.
Yeah, because I feel like most people are like that.
É diferente, não te falar.
I'm telling you.
They will adapt. Maybe the first day he'll be like, a bit strange, you know.
But I think it's also. I think it also depends where you grew up. Like, did you guys grow up in the ghetto or like civilized area?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
because my mum grew up. Obviously, she grew up in like kind of a rich area. Like she grew up in like a mansion. She had the farm. And all that stuff.
Right.
So obviously with her it's different. But she knows the ghetto. Don't get me wrong. She's been to the ghetto. She sneaked out a little bit when she was at that age. Like she tells me a lot of like about Angola. And, like I love it. Like I actually want to go, but I feel like with my younger siblings, it's like I don't want to go. Like poverty, third world country, all of this stuff. Because like when you guys say like when you said it depends, like they might adapt or they might not, but I feel like maybe I would adapt, innit?
Yeah.
But it's a humanly thing. We'll adapt even if we don't like in the beginning.
We have to either
find
way.
it hard, we'll adapt.
Yeah.
With my mom, it was different actually. She hasn't been there since she came to the UK, and she's scared to go back.
My mum went
Like,
recently.
the war?
what she went through there.
Because my mum left. My mum left when she was 19. She went straight to Portugal. Because my mum, when she was born in Angola, and then she went to Portugal. She stayed there for like until she was like 3 to like 5. Then she went back to Angola when she was 12. Then she went to Santa Med. And then she went back to Angola. Then after Angola, she went to Portugal. Then to Portugal, she came to the UK. So she kind of knows a bit. So she went to Angola. When she went to Angola the first time from like years, I think it was 2018. She was scared to go back, but she's like, I want to go back. I miss it. I love it. Like she loves it. Every day she keeps saying, I want to go back. I want to go back. I hate the UK. I hate the UK. I'm like, if you're not retired, Mama, you can go. You can go. It's fine. Leave the house to us.
I feel like the health there is really bad though.
Yeah.
What's
In terms of health.
Yeah, health wise, I feel like you have to. When I told my mum to move to Angola, I said to her, you have to have a business in Europe. You have to have money for you to go to Angola and live there comfortably. Like I personally like even in Africa anyway, not just Angola. I feel like to live in Africa comfortably, you have to have money. You can't just go there one day, wake up, I want to move to Angola, I want to move to Santa Domingo, I want to move to Cape Verde. Like it don't make sense.
But that's what anyway. You just got a plan beforehand.
Yeah.
And then, like, living in Angola and these third world countries, there's no middle class. You're either first class or you're lower class.
Yeah, that's true.
Now there is middle class. There is a middle class now. Yeah.
Well, like politicians and stuff.
No,
Or just in general.
Os do mundinho são middle class, you know? Do mundinho, tem os do mundinho, tem já os que, you know? And then there's everybody. So
that's true.
now, like, at the end of the day, like, os mais respeitados não são os filhos de não sei o que, não, são aqueles do mundinho.
But I think in general, you just have to have a business in Angola in order to live there, or just anywhere in a PALOP country.
Health is bad.
Or even if you're able to travel to Portugal and to back to the PALOP country, that's up to you, innit? But I feel like it's just.
Até nem crise, mesmo. The health there is bad.
It is.
I've never been, so I don't know.
I've done that.
I swear, but like for example, my brother had malaria.
Oh
to the
yeah.
point, you know, he had malaria
It's
to
the
the
way
point
of
like
it.
he needed somebody of the same blood type to give him blood. My mom wasn't eating for more than 24 hours, so she wasn't known.
Yeah.
And my dad was longer, like he wasn't picking up the phone. And it's just like, think about my mom going through that with a child that is like, what, 5, 6?
Yeah, that would be hard. No,
When you know, like, if you go back to where you were, where your kids born, they would not go through that.
Yeah, it's back to zero. It's back to
And
zero.
then
It's
2
long.
years after, I went through the same. It wasn't malaria, but it was hepatitis. I was bad. I was yellow. I was yellow, and what
Like
pissed me off.
Just go.
Like that cone. I was like that cone. But the thing, like the worst thing, it was like before people like just like think about, oh, maybe she has like something, she catch something, she catch a bug, like no.
Sabe
Assim, então deve estar grávida. Vem aí, Celita.
Não tá.
Tá muito amarela.
Não, sabe por quê? Então, vamos falar sobre por quê. Me, I think, you know when you get used to like a country, like you get used to the European vibe, you get used to the European food and everything literally. When you go back home, it's not the same. Even for me, I was born in Angola. Like, I stayed a very good years in Angola. I know everything. Você mesmo os táxis, fica bem cheio. As pessoas estão sentadas em cima do táxi. I know all of that. I know carrying bucket, water bucket in your head. I know all that because I've done it. Sei isso tudo. Mas eu tô falando assim, quando você se habitua já com as culturas, coisas daqui, quando vai lá, não é mais igual. Não é mais igual. Você não quer, mesmo as comidas que você come, tem que ter muito cuidado. Comida, o environment também não pode se meter com toda a gente. Tem que ter muito cuidado. É por isso que eu falo que quando vais any PALOP country,
you can't just eat at all.
You can't just eat at all. You have to be careful with your surroundings as well. So when you got there,
so I'm good with that. I don't eat like randomly. I can't like. That's one thing my mom's always taught me. I think most PALOP mums have taught every kids that like just 100%. Don't go to Dia's house and just eat like just like that. Don't do that.
My mom should. The thing when we were growing up, we would have to look at her like, she would just I don't even know how she'd done it, but before you eat, is a slight look like, and then she would slightly nod or something.
All the time.
You felt it as well.
Yeah. I'm the opposite. I'm like,
That's there. Like,
Not like,
I'll be opening the fridge.
and I think till this day, like I still carry that with me. Like I don't eat in people's houses. Like I'm very like, no, I'm right, I'm fine.
Yeah, I can't lie. I just tell everyone, when are you cooking for me? But I don't eat out of everyone's house.
Yeah, that's true. It's
Not
just a
everyone's
joke.
food.
I
Yeah.
eat off the pan of my mum's friend's food.
Stop saying.
Hey.
Because you just never know. Some people might want to poison you just out of spite.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nah, you have to be careful.
Yeah.
Nah,
You think
honestly.
everybody's deal careful.
Yeah, that's one thing my dad used to say that my mom says is that sometimes before he used to go to certain people's houses, like they invited you over gathering, he would take something that if they poisoned you, it would cut the poison off. It would to be that point because some people are just jealous.
Is it me? Some like people like say you have a family gathering, not family gathering, like a little party. Some people steal stuff.
What do you mean,
I
still
don't-
stuff?
Oh, she means like, you know how it is, yeah?
you don't
So
need
you
to
go
have
to
a family gathering. It's just like a friend's gathering.
Yeah,
like
no,
a friend,
no,
like
no,
a friend.
I don't know about that one.
What do you mean still stuff?
Nah, I know what she means.
Yeah.
I don't for a takeaway now.
My 50 euros.
You mean
They
take
take
it
away.
But
They
you
go to
match
your
that.
bathroom, they see your earrings and they take it.
Listen, we need to talk after this because I don't know what's going on here.
No, I'm saying.
I know about taking the food after. I didn't.
Yeah, but then that's kind of like they've already, you kind of that you already know.
Take it.
Yeah, that's not
You
really
know.
that's not really stealing, to be honest.
No, but
Yeah,
I
is
just
there
don't
any
clean up
other
at the end.
preguntas?
Some people don't.
We didn't even answer that question properly.
But anyways, for you guys that didn't have
Yeah, how was it growing
experience
up?
of, like
Oh yeah, you guys didn't.
being
Yeah.
like there, how was it?
What do you mean?
Growing up in a PALOP.
You know, like for example, have you been to Saint Domingue? Have you been?
Yeah, been twice.
There was somebody that said haven't been like back.
Yeah, I
It was,
haven't been back home.
I've never been
So,
back
for
on
example,
myself.
Hosanna, Akiza, and Zia, how was for you? Because, like, you know, that like our parents say, like, lá fora, aqui dentro é República Democrática do País. You know, so how was for you guys that never been like to Africa?
home,
Like,
yeah.
how was it?
Like never been back home. I kind of find it embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie.
I can't lie. I do sometimes mock you people because like you're here representing, but you have, but the people that don't have the desire to go, like you don't have the desire to get to know your culture in that in more depth. But you're here saying I'm this, I'm
Yeah,
that.
that's
No,
true.
shut
Yeah.
up, man.
Like I want to go,
Yeah.
but when I look
also
at the prices, I'm like.
Yeah, it's the money.
My
as
dad's always
well.
promising me.
But then
Expensive,
sometimes it's not always a money problem. Like you can just save. Like it's like there's certain people on
Yeah.
TikTok will be like, you can just save. Like it's not that expensive to go back home. But also as well, like when everyone talks about back home, I'm like, yeah, like I grew up in the UK. I don't really know what you guys are talking about. Like, like it's just weird. It's just generally weird because it's like. I'm trying to explain it, but my train of thought is just like a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
No, I would advise you guys to one day go like back up. For those that haven't, go back home because
He's going in
You
December.
will-
We're gonna be there together.
guys, they're going in December.
They really left us out, like
Yeah.
you know.
I'm planning to go next year, but I don't know yet. But
But I feel like
So December's when it's misty hot.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like also like growing up in a PALOP household, there's a lot of like trauma a little bit. Like when moms like cuss their children in a way, it kind of affected me in a little bit.
Is
Like
everyone.
my mom used to call me Vaka when I was like a teenager. And she used to say like, oh, Edgemont Goloidi, all of that stuff. I'm like, oh, really? Like, okay. Because my mom thinks it's a joke, but then I'm there like, I don't think it's a joke.
One thing you have to remember, Portuguese slangs, yeah, like dói mesmo.
It hurts.
Yeah, like it's just not funny, and especially when you're a teenager battling with like depression and anxiety, you're just like I'm getting bullied at school. Why am I coming back home and you're cussing me as well? Like it don't make fair.
I feel like sorry, go on.
Also, I just our parents are not that grateful. I don't know if it's just mine, but they're not really grateful and they don't really show love like that. I don't know if it's just my house.
Oh, like PALOP.
Yeah.
They don't show
I
as
think
much.
it's their trauma. I think it's their own trauma from when they were
Say,
young.
like, if my parents would say they love me or give me a hug, I find it so weird.
Bro, same. Like,
tough
like with my sister and my younger sister and my mom, like they'll kiss each other on the cheek, and I don't remember doing that with my mom. My mom used to be like, "You used to do that when you were young." I'm like, I don't remember. Like, you used to cuss me out, mate. I don't know what you're talking about.
Nah,
But yeah, it's weird for them to show affection because I feel like back in the day it was just like brother, like all the time. Like it was never really time for affection back in the day for them.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's like trauma. Like they don't know.
It's like
how
they're
to show
learning
it.
with us. That's something
Yeah.
someone told.
Definitely.
What did the girl tell me? She's like, our parents, now that they see us, they sometimes try and get little things from us. Because without saying it, there's most things that they admire, but because of their trauma, they're not able to express it.
Yeah.
So I think it's like trauma. That's why when people sometimes are out here outing their parents, like, whatever happens at home stays at home.
Yeah.
Don't go out and bash your parents. You don't know what they
That's
want.
100%. That's true.
And I realised, like, even when I do show that little bit of affection to my mom or dad, I see, like, the happiness they have.
Yeah.
And always understand your parents' trauma. That's what I always say, because if you don't understand it, you're just bashing them for no reason.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just take it one step at a time, because in a way you're growing with your parents. They're still a child as well. Because everyone's trying to express
And they're
their inner
growing
child.
with you.
Yeah,
They're growing with you as
literally.
well.
Definitely.
But that's where is the problem. Why can we, as children, understand how
Our
parents,
but they don't understand
their
us.
traumas, everything that they went through, everything.
I think it's the education.
We even go and Google it. Let me understand. You go to Vision, like you ask other people. You ask your friend's mother, like, can you tell me like a little bit more? What happened? When was the war? Why cannot our parents try to understand us?
Yeah, that's true.
So that's where things become difficult.
Because I feel
And
like it was
sometimes
because it
it's,
was
like,
hard for
quite
them back
tricky.
then.
Yeah.
It was hard. I get it. It was
Yeah.
hard, but like just because it was hard, that doesn't mean that you have like to basically
Close your mind to it.
Yeah.
and just like ignore, like it's hard for me right now.
I feel like most times they don't know how to deal with it as well.
Yeah.
They actually don't. That's what that's like you were saying. Like they're just trying to learn.
The way we grew up here, we learned about mental health. And
Oh yeah.
I would say I learned about mental health like college times. I
I
wouldn't,
can't lie, it's been very recent. Mental health, what was that?
because
that
back
was
in the day you would hear it like what depression and anxiety. That's it. You wouldn't know like branch out like what proper mental health was. Like if someone had depression in school, people would laugh at you like it's that deep. Like people would laugh at you. You had anxiety. People would laugh at you. It was actually peak. It was actually peak. Like you'll look at you like you're crazy. But like even my friend, she's studying psychology in masters, and like there's actually a lot of names for mental health. Like this, it's so branched out that we don't even realize. Like even what you said recently, it's only been on Instagram and TikTok. Like, everyone thinks they're a therapist now, and like calm down, guys. Get your degree first. And then obviously you can still help. Like you said, you can Google and actually know. Like our parents have phones now. It's no excuse for us to just teach them. They have phones. They can learn. It's not hard.
But the question is, like, how open are they to learn, though? That's the question.
I think my mum is open, but my dad is not. My dad is still closed-minded. He still wants to learn, but it's in a way he's still like, no, it's my way, not your way in a way. And it's also as well like you're the child, but I'm the parent. He's still in that mindset. And I keep telling him, listen, I don't care how long you've lived on this earth.
Wait, she's doing a thing.
I don't care how long you've lived on this earth. I have my own mind. I have my own experience, and I can teach you as a parent what I'm learning. Okay, I'm not trying to invalidate his experience and stuff. I can get that from him, but at the same time, please, sir, you're old. Yeah, I'm living my life, and I'm teaching you my way. You're living in my worlds. In a Gen Z world.
I think the education is about being open-minded. It's like you said, for example, your mom saying she's a bit more open-minded, she allows herself to be educated. But your dad, since he's a bit closed-minded, and I think that goes with all the parents. When they choose to be open-minded, they allow themselves to be educated. So they will actually go out of their way to do the research, to get to know how to be better parents. But those who are like, oh, I'm closed-minded, I'm only going to integrate into your life what I learned is only going to be my way because I'm the parent, you're the child. It's harder for them to be educated. Like they will adapt to certain things because they have no choice, but the things that they can have a choice to, they'll choose not to adapt to.
But would you say like it's a matter of like control, because they never had, like, their parents were controlling them and now they got the role.
And they feel like they want to be controlled,
Yeah, they want to control you.
Yeah, they want you to act a certain way.
I think that goes back to the trauma.
Yeah, either way, like, let's say they didn't accomplish being a doctor. Now they want the kids to be a doctor.
Yeah.
Dad, I want to tell you, I'm not going to study what you want me to study. Yeah? I'm going to study what I'm going to study.
Although I don't know if it's just
It's true, because it's
but
like
they have this idea in their brain that their child has to go to uni, or
it's not even a uni apprenticeship.
Me, like, oh, if you don't go to uni, like you're not like that high. People won't have respect for you because you didn't go to uni. Like, they have that
Literally, this is my dad.
That you go in uni shows you're a person. Like,
It shows that you're well respected or you're
Yeah.
intelligent. No, it's not. There's books
I
nowadays.
feel like
There's
they do that
Google
to like
nowadays.
their
you know the
friends.
excuse my dad used? He was like, oh, for example, you get stopped by the police, yeah? And they see you at uni, they'll have more respect for you. I was like, what are you talking about?
Because I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I've learnt more studying like on TikTok, on like Google and stuff, and like books. I don't think I've learnt a little bit in uni, but not as much. I'm wasting my pennies, bro. I'm wasting my pennies. That's what I gotta say. And I feel like our parents like to force uni.
Yeah.
It's one, student loan. Yeah, student loan. They want us to invest it in them, not in us at all.
And they encourage you to get the student loan.
If you don't get the student loan,
Get the student fine. Vai te pagar. Olha, filho, do foi. Agora não tá aí.
and guess who gets to pay that student loan? It's me, not you. You're not even helping me one penny. I have to stuff her within that debt, not you. You don't make sense.
O teu dinheiro tá onde? Não te pagaram ainda.
They'll ask you, they're always on top of you.
Exactly.
Student loan down. Huh? Let me see your back of that, bruh. Don't do that. My money is my money. It's not yours. Do you know what I mean?
No, but I like the way you guys touched on, what's it called? I like the way you guys touched on, about the education part. I believe, for me, like growing up, I thank God, I'm a person that eu só sigo o que eu quero fazer. I don't listen to whatever my parents want me
That's
to do.
good though.
Because at the end of the day, I have to do something that's gonna make me happy. Kulu, shit. I have to do something that, do you get me? I'm done. I have to do whatever is gonna make me feel happy and feel better. Because at the end of the day, we are all different. My parents' dreams are my parents' dreams. My dream is my dream. So me, I agree with the whole PALOP community, especially parents. They don't understand their kids. Like it's actually a shame. Like,
And you know what's funny, yeah? Because when you do your course that you love and you get that money and you receive that money and you're making them, I don't know, 6 figures or even more than that, that's when they be like, you're the queen, you was good, you benefit.
Minha filha não faz isso. É isso.
No Facebook.
Tua boca.
Toda hora Facebook, minha filha isso, meu filho isso. Não, para com isso.
Dá mais graça, sabe o quê? A parte que dá mais graça é que quando você está a estudar, não estão te apoiar. Quando você graduate, foto, também quer estar.
They want them big photos, them big frame photos, them
Começa a mostrar no WhatsApp.
And it's only they also constantly compare you to your cousins as well. Oh, look at your cousin, she's doing.
If I tell you what my cousin is doing, you shut up your mouth.
Comparison.
You shut up your mouth.
Everyone is different. That's why I say everyone is different. Don't
Because
don't allow your
I feel like it
parents
also
to
discourages
compare
you when they talk about your cousins. It's like I chill with them, I know what they're doing, but cool, keep talking good about them. Because if I tell you what they're doing, you'll keep your mouth quiet.
Little do you know.
You think, oh, they're just working, they're doing this, they're going uni, but really behind closed doors.
Okay, yeah. Cousin, watch out. Shows too much.
Oh yeah, there was a question. There's a question. Hold on. Traumas Angolan men have put you through. Does anyone have an experience with an Angolan men? I mean, I do, but anyone can go first if they.
Myself here, but yeah, for me, I actually had an experience with an Angolan guy, but it was just chatting wise. Let me tell you.
We know who it is.
I have a problem.
We know who it is.
It's savage.
You told us last time.
I didn't tell you.
Oh, you did. You did.
I told her the story. Yeah, honestly, I did. No, but the thing is, yeah.
If you watch this, I'm very sorry. Disclaimer.
No, guys, stop embarrassing me. But yeah, basically for me, I don't know why, but I have a problem with dating PALOPs in terms of every time I see a PALOP guy, I think they're like my brother. Like I just have that, friendship.
I used to think that.
It's really hard for me, and I always get like a lot of PALOP men always like come after me because of like that what I say, my opinion behind it, and they always be like, oh, you don't like us, you always go for non-PALOP men and stuff like that. And then I'm like,
We might be related. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's why I don't think. But me, my experience dating a PALOP guy, it was actually calm. He was calm, yeah. I'm not gonna be rude or anything. He was calm.
Be honest. It's not about you. Be honest.
Someone, we know the story.
He was calm, but why you guys all cheaters?
He cheated on you.
Yeah. cheating.
Oh, you didn't told us that.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Guys,
Did you find out, or did he tell you? Did you find out he
told
cheated?
me.
No, I can't lie.
told you?
At least he told you. No, at least he told you.
Now spill the tea. Now spill the tea.
At least if he told you, I can't lie. I rate that for him.
Yeah,
telling you.
100%.
No,
Yeah.
basically, it's not like cheating. Basically, you know when you take like a break, yeah?
Yeah.
Me, I am a very like respectful girl. I respect myself and I respect the person that I'm talking to. So, because I was not showing that much, maybe affection.
You're a
and,
busy girl, man.
Yeah, I'm a hustler. You hear me?
Tell him,
I'm
tell
a
him, tell
hustler.
him.
So obviously, and then he was a bit like, you know what? She's not trying to me or whatever. Behind
So
my
F
back.
her basically.
Foi
F her, let
embora,
me shit
yeah,
on you,
foi embora. Aí só tava dançando com outra menina. Eu falei assim, pai.
Do you
Não,
know-
eu falei, podes mesmo dançar, eu vou fazer mais.
Yeah.
Na festa eu também dancei também com outro. pra
But
mim.
do you
Hey,
think?
hey.
But do you think that's if someone else is cheating?
No, depends.
Depends.
I class, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. Depends how you're dancing with them.
Yeah, 100%. Tens de ter respeito.
Não tá rachando, mas aquele não tá rachando. Já me cara não foi tá rachar. Aquele tá rachando. Já me cara não tá
Aí tem
rachando.
se roçar. Roça.
Nah,
Yeah.
sure, yeah. I
Because
think
that-
you have to
that's
respect. I think you have to respect your partner in a way.
Partner,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, like if they're cool with it, that's one thing. Now,
but if
they
you're not
told
cool
you
with it,
X, Y,
because he
Z,
didn't tell you, did he tell you he was going to the party?
Yes, I knew he was going to the party.
But he told you, but he did. But did he say like, "Oh, I'm gonna dance to someone," and you go with it?
No.
Okay, then, yeah,
But you
cool.
guys were
Don't
together
tell
at the
you-
time.
No man tells the girl I'm gonna go dance with someone else.
But even if they weren't together, like in a way, I can't. Like, I'm the same. I'm a lover girl. I'm gonna think,
Yeah,
okay, we're taking a
same.
break, but we're still together. Do you know what I mean? We're still
Wait, on
together.
that point, do you guys
We're
think
taking a break.
that people should be loyal to each other on the talking stage?
Yeah.
Yes and no.
Yeah,
Yes and
and
no.
then,
You can have.
yes and
You
no.
can talk. You have to talk about it.
Like,
How
I think there
far
should
it
be
is.
boundaries.
I think that's why you have to discuss it first before anything. Because let's say if you don't discuss it, you're talking to other people, and now, you know, you're betting he's lying. Oh, you're talking to this girl, that girl. What are you doing? Da, da, da. But he never told you. Like he didn't claim you. It's not deep. I'm a person like I'm a lover girl, but at the same time, I actually don't care. When I don't care, I actually don't care.
yeah, BMT though. Like,
What me to do? Go home and cry my pillow. Like I'm actually
it is
good.
where it
I'm
is.
good.
Believe you're not the only one. It's okay,
I'm
feeling.
doing that, people. But me, like, honestly, I have a question for everyone. What do you think, like, of PALOPs, man? Like, obviously, I know there's a lot of
I love the young girl and men.
I follow. I don't know.
I can't lie. Even though one has put me through trauma, I don't think all of them are the same.
Okay,
and
that's
I've
fair.
been seeing this on TikTok every
Yes, every
single day.
time.
Stop bashing a lot of men. It's actually tiring at this point.
Yeah.
Do you know why? It's like, do you know why? It's because like in a way like we're all family. We're all family. We shouldn't be bashing each other. It's like if they were bashing us, we'll be getting onto them type thing, and it's like it's not nice.
Yeah.
And you know you're gonna get married to one.
Not me though.
Not all of us, but some of us. Some of us.
No, I can't lie. There's good ones and there's bad ones. That's
Yeah,
with
exactly.
any code anywhere.
But to the
Exactly,
Yeah,
point, to the
100%.
point that Claudia said, I agree with you. Like when you look at them, it's like they're my
Yes,
cousin, my
they're my
family.
they're
Like,
like
you don't see
related.
them in that
Especially
way.
when you see that surname. Who?
Oh yeah.
You have to be asking, what's your
I just
surname
feel
again?
very
Just to make
related.
sure you're not related.
Yeah.
you
Now
know
who's
why?
your
It's the
auntie?
vibe.
Who's your uncle? Who's your cousin? Now who's your grandma? Tell me again.
Nah, it's the vibe, guys.
It's the
vibe.
vibe.
that you
It's
get.
just giving family.
One thing you have to remember: all PALOPs community, like, or every PALOPs person, have a good vibe. Like when we get together, like the first time we got together,
I can't lie. There's probably like one. There's probably like one PALOP that I don't really.
Nah, honestly, which one?
Gigis, I can't lie.
Hey, which Guinea?
I can't like with them. I don't
It
really. I
depends.
don't know them for
It
a fact to talk about them. I don't get
depends.
close to them like
It
that to talk
depends.
about them. So I don't know.
I have Guinea.
No, I have
But
good
They are
experience. I
funny.
can't lie.
They
They're
are funny. They are
calm.
very funny.
People say that the men are like they're kind of calm and chill, but the girls are like iffy.
It
No,
depends,
even
though,
the
it
girls, there's
depends.
some. There's some that are a bit but there's good ones.
But you know,
Not
like,
the
I was watching a movie the other day where it was like the guy was black. He was a basketballer, and he.
Call a film.
I forgot the name.
Call a film.
I forgot the name. Like wait,
Uh-huh.
and like the guy, he was like, he stopped playing because he had an injury, but then he started playing like the kids baseball, and there was like black kids, yeah, and then there was a white boy that he came over, and like the black kids start like, oh, like my mama would do better.
Oh, so basically he's acted a bit.
And like then he's just put them together, and he was just like, why are you guys acting like this? He was like, what is the difference between us? And the boy said like, we are black and he's white. He said, no, we're human before we are black.
100%.
And it's white. So what people need to understand is just this. Stop with this like, men are trash.
Thank you.
Women
Someone said
are
it.
bitches.
Somebody said it. Thank you.
Do we need to stop with that?
No offended.
Do you know what? I feel like.
I'm sorry.
Because you know what? Topping on that, I feel like the more you say men are trash, the more you're just the love of your life is further away. It's further away.
Right?
You're not gonna get.
No,
you're not gonna get your
You're gonna believe
It's not only men are
believe
trash.
it. The more you say it,
It's not men are trash. I don't know if you have noticed yet. A lot of PALOP men are complaining about them being called trash. Like,
Yeah.
you don't like us. All of that. Guys, can sit down.
I've actually met some nice PALOP men. I'm not, not on a dating, not on a dating stage, but there's actually some who are very, very loyal.
Nice, yeah.
Don't get it twisted. Like,
I respect
not all
that.
men are trash. Not all PALOP men are trash. Like, don't do that.
Like being men or women are trash. It's like we are human beings,
Yeah,
and we will react to whatever like we receive. So exactly, because like the same way like PALOP men say like, it's a boy, man. It's the same way a British guy, white, full on white, is gonna turn to another white girl and say like, you understand? It's like it's humans. We are humans. We need to stop with this. Like,
Colour.
we stop looking to this. We are humans.
We do it all the
Come
time.
on.
All the time. Black men are trash. Black men. Kala boka, yeah.
Now, okay, guys. So now, do we have another question from the people?
Let me see. I think that's it. Yeah. That's
So
it.
yeah, basically, I wanted to ask everyone here. So in terms of culture-wise, how is it like at home for you guys? Like, are your parents very like strong on? You have to be with a PALOP person.
No.
You have to.
No,
traditional
they don't
weddings
care.
and
No.
stuff.
They don't mind.
Actually, no. One time, my dad did call me. This is like I was a teenager. He was like, "You have to marry a $1 man." I was like, "What?" Like, what do you mean? He's like, "No, you got to keep the blood strong. Like, if you date a foreigner, like these Angolan men or like let's say Sierra Leone or Nigerian, you never know they might do something to you." I'm like, "But what does that even mean? I don't get what that means."
Have you ever thought of maybe they're right what they say? Like, have you ever?
No, not
sat
really.
down
I feel like they just want to keep it within the family, as in like the language and the culture as well. But then with my mum, she doesn't care who I date as long as they respect me and love me for who I am. She's fine with it, type thing. Do you
What
know
about
I mean?
for you guys? There?
I would say like my mom person, she doesn't care, but she cares as long as they respect. Just like Zia said, like as long as you bring someone that like matches you, because you know your Angolan mom is gonna cuss them anyway.
My mum will say it there and dead,
yeah.
mate. She don't
My
care.
dad the same thing. He doesn't mind as long as they match your personality and everything, and we can see, you guys get along. But other than that,
And have some mannerism. That's number
yeah,
one.
manners.
Hey, listen,
you better bring
because
the manners.
where's the thank you? Where's the please? Where's the opening the door?
You're just eating at my house and not saying thank
But
you.
you want me to be submissive? Where's be a gentleman? But that's a story for another day.
For you, Eddie, how's it like?
No, it's calm. She don't.
You have Cabo Verde, is it as well? Or?
No, just Santa Mese.
She's full.
Yeah, Santa Mese, Santa Mese. No, it's calm. I can't lie. I can't complain. It's good.
Yeah,
Good
I think
vibes.
I don't know why. I feel like maybe Angolan are a bit more.
I feel
I
there's
don't
some.
think so. There's some, but not my mum.
Not mine.
Really? So wait, your mom is where? What tribe?
Wheeler.
Oh, that's why.
I asked my parents what tribe I'm from. They said I'm not from no tribe.
They're from like Luanda, isn't it?
My mom's from Rwanda, but my
Yeah.
dad's
My
from
mum
Luanda.
was born in Lubango
Oh,
still.
Lubango, yeah. So yeah, you guys are actually from a place where they're not very traditional, like.
Yeah, we're more like
You are, but it's not very.
Yeah.
But me, like, wish.
Yeah.
Guys,
with my parents.
if I marry an Angolan guy, I'm so sorry. It really has to be traditional weddings, all of that.
No,
And
yeah,
I'm
my
fine.
mum does say that I have to have
It's
a traditional
fine.
wedding. She
I'm
says I
okay
can
with
marry
it.
whoever I want, but as long as it's traditional, it's gotta be traditional Angolan wedding. That's
Nah.
literally
But
it.
I personally, I deep a lot on what my parents or my family members say to me about, you have to try to be with someone that same culture. You know what? Let me tell you this.
It's because of kids. I know
understand.
it's
No,
because of kids.
it's not because
understand the
me
reasons,
escutam
yeah.
então, me escutam. Não é por causa das crianças, é por causa disso. Se você, imagina só, um angolano e um nigeriano, me fala então, qual é a diferença? sabes?
Outra cultura, outra língua.
Cultura, língua, isso tudo. Então,
But
você
it's,
vai
but it's also
na
something.
Nigéria,
It's something different though.
não,
for the
você vai na
family, though.
Nigéria e quando chegar aí, a família pode não te gostar.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But then that's the same thing with the PALOP
But
country.
you
though.
don't need to go to Nigeria, like, o luandense não gosta dos de cabenda. Não gosta.
Yeah, there's a lot of, you know,
So
problems.
it is what it is.
Things
Well,
like
with
this.
me, my family is already like mixed a lot, so they don't care who I'm with. And
Yeah, same.
Oh,
honestly,
same.
preferably, my parents want me to be with someone white. I don't know why.
Damn.
Yeah,
It's
my
like
family is
living
already
it.
mixed. So
It's
it's like,
because they bring
why?
the.
The
I'm
bloodline's
joking.
not a thing anymore. We got everywhere from
Yeah.
Like, for example, I think like
But
everyone
branco
already,
PALOPs.
I think everyone
minha
already-
bija vai alemão. Da alemão.
Você é maluca, você é muito maluca. Now, what do you say, Adriana?
I would say like I think everyone already heard like from Angolans tias like saying like nós ba Congo não vai lá.
Por quê?
Nós não sei aonde não vai
Da
lá.
coisa que vai te cozinhar
Because
fusco,
of
fumba, você
no,
sai.
but it's not because of that. It's because of tradition.
It is.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
like
true. We
that's
do-
what I was
we
saying.
ask for
You
a lot.
don't
I'm
need
so
to
sorry.
like you don't need to mix Angolan with Ghanaian. You don't need that. Just inside, there's already trouble. There's already trouble. They just
It doesn't matter
It's
anymore. To be honest.
complicated.
Like, marry who you love. Like, why
Exactly.
does it matter
As long
different?
as you teach both of your children the culture, then I
Yeah,
think
that's
you're fine.
fine.
Like what Akiza said, like my family has already a mix, like what Dominican, Indian, what else? I'm trying to think. No, there's actually barely any PALOP. Like barely most of the guys in my family, like
My
they don't date
surname's
PALOP
Filipino.
girls. It's mostly
yeah.
girls from outside of the PALOP country. I feel like the girls are more into like I wanna marry a PALOP man. I don't know why the girls are like that. I mean, I don't mind if he's Angolan or Dominican. I don't mind, but it's all up to God, innit?
Dominicano.
Tu
It's
eres
all,
dominicana.
huh?
Tu eres dominicana.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But I just love their culture. I feel like, do you know why? I feel like their culture is kind of similar to Angolan culture, and like in a way, like their food and how they act, they're kind of similar to
Similar,
Angolan people.
yeah, I've actually
If you
noticed
watch
that
it,
as well.
you kind of
Have you seen
be
the?
like, yeah.
I know it's off topic, but have you seen the videos of the girls twerking in the barber shop? With the
No, what video?
Você acha desse lugar? Essa aqui, essa miúda aqui.
No, but like it comes on TikTok. Like the Dominicans, they have like a
Nah.
their culture is quite crazy, like Angolans.
Okay,
Yeah, and I
guys.
love it. Don't you think one thing? Don't you think also as well? Like, haven't you realized like a lot of moms have like are single as well? Like they're
Yeah,
not with
Mine
their
actually.
they're not with their husbands
My
anymore.
parents are religious, so like.
Mine's a widow, so really.
That's
and
actually
truly it
another
is what it
topic
is.
that we're going to talk another time. But I wanted to ask, this is like the final questions that I want to ask. So basically in terms of UK, what you guys think of like the things that like the PALOPs community right now, like the things that they're doing right now, like the business stuff, the parties.
I don't think there's
the-
much. I don't think there's much businesses that are being shouted out.
Yeah.
But shout out to Nuni Boutique. She done my makeup twice, and Hair by TT. He done my hair. But on Instagram. But I feel like businesses are not shouted out as enough. But events are more out there. More like DJs are more out there.
Yes.
But also I was thinking there needs to be more PALOP DJ, female DJs.
100%.
Because
Mine,
it's
come
always
from
the men. Okay, Edson, you're good, love it, but we need some PALOP DJs
Hey.
that are females, please, because I feel like it would bang. It wouldn't bang more, but it would be better to see
It's
brand
just
new
different
faces.
vibe.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, she's
Because-
like me.
Because look at the South Africans, like
Oh yeah.
the female DJs. They're popping. They're out
and
here.
they are just like tão se puxarem entre eles.
Yeah, I feel like with a lot of like.
Esse é o problema
I feel like with
dos
PALOP
PALOPs.
women,
Os
it's
PALOPs
always-
não são unidos, não vamos
Yeah,
se meter
it's
aqui,
true,
PALOPs
it's
não
true,
são
it's
unidos.
true, and it's sad. Like, there's not a lot of what's it called PALOP women like in entertainment business. It's always like hair, bakery, or beauty mostly. Like, I don't think anyone wants to actually do it
Yeah.
in a way.
Maybe they do. It's just like there's no encouragement.
Do you know why? Because
Yeah.
do you know why? Do you know why?
There's
Because the
so
men will
much
cuss
hate,
us
but
out.
no
The men will cuss us out. The men will
encouragement.
cuss us out.
Yeah.
And there's this one individual. Because I'm basically disclaimer. I'm basically I'm creating a fake Angolan wedding. I'm planning it, organize it. Me
That's right.
next year. But yeah, there's this particular guy who laughed at the
idea.
post.
See what I'm saying?
He laughed at the idea, and I was like, "Why are you laughing?" Like, I get it. He's a man. He wants to make his own event. Cool, I'm fine with that. But let certain people shine, and it's my time to shine.
Tell
Thank you
him,
very
tell
much.
him,
It's
tell
my
him.
time to
That's
shine.
why you guys need to like. That's why you
Like,
take
stop
that
with the
opportunity
jealousy.
and
It's not that
just
deep.
take it
There's
out
room for
there.
everyone to eat. There's room for everyone to do what they want.
100%.
Like, just one day we can collab, sir. If you want to, you can hit me up, innit?
Like this show. See, this is the first.
Guys,
part
have
of
you
the show.
realised that there's always like Portuguese shops, right?
Yeah.
Have you guys seen any Angolan ones?
Yeah, this actually.
No,
show.
no,
I haven't.
They
No,
mix
there
the food as
is,
well.
Not even just Angolan, just any like PALOP,
Yeah, any
like,
PALOP
shop.
yeah.
I feel like they should.
Yeah.
I've
There's
told
one
I've
in
told my
Birmingham,
mum
though.
years and years and years and
one.
years. I told my mum open an Angolan restaurant. She doesn't. I
Do you
get
know what
it.
it is?
I
It's because
barely
they also
see
listen
any.
to everyone else around their age. It's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
já tens idade, não sei o que, é difícil, vais precisar de ABC, depois o governo ainda não sei o que,
They're trying
depois
to-
it's
they're
not
trying to
gonna
minimize
succeed.
your
E se
idea.
fechar vais ficar
Yes,
como,
yes.
não, vais perder casa, você tem filhos. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's all
Yeah,
that.
true. It's
But
a
I
lot.
agree
It's a
with you.
lot. But I feel like if there is, it would actually be nice. It'll be
Yeah.
a thing
Yeah.
where you come together. It'll be lit. Even if it's like a club, like a PALOP club, like you can have.
Actually, I think there is a
There is in Birmingham.
Yeah, there is one.
and there's
Bring a Palop's
I think a
club.
But they need
Guinness.
to make one here as well.
Is it?
Yeah, I think I'm not
Well,
sure where. I'm quite sure this Guinness
doesn't
boy.
want to work.
No, for
He
no
doesn't
sound
wanna work.
neighbors.
You already saw last year how many independence parties of Angola was. 3 in the same city for all reason. Why don't you just?
And like
come
two of them,
together?
and two of them flopped, and one of them banged.
That's why they done.
Yeah, Carla, I heard a lot.
People are not organized.
Flopped.
People need to start being
Yes.
like organized. It's not just like complaining and just like being hating on other people's cultures and communities and say like,
Yeah.
oh, you did no.
And
your
also as well, like,
it's messy.
and also
Our
as well,
community
yeah.
it's messy.
Even with Angolans, stop bashing other PALOP countries. It's not like I get it, we're lit.
No,
but
but
stop bashing.
BMT, we're all lit, okay?
Yeah,
Exactly,
we are.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because even myself, because I'm half, I'm like, rah, like, okay, cool, we influence, and that's fine,
Yeah.
innit? But bashing other countries is not that nice. Like,
And if you're from another country, just take it in. Don't now go and pretend, oh, no, my avó is Angolana, so I'm Angolana.
No.
Or because my auntie and my uncle, I don't want to accept, because my family is a bit. So, cala a boca, você daí.
like even there was someone who made a TikTok about Angolan food versus Cape Verde food.
No,
Something
shut
like
up,
that.
bruv.
That was unprovoked. I can't lie.
Why is
That,
there competition?
that's
like,
actually unprovoked.
There should be more unity. guys.
It's just very.
I've
It's
seen
just
also
very.
a TikTok of someone saying that Angolans run like that PALOP community.
No, we don't.
Do you know why they say
All of
that?
us,
It's
right?
just.
to
It's
some
just.
extent they do. I can't lie, they do.
No, it's only
Let
a
me
part.
be
It's
honest.
only a
People
part.
allow them to.
No,
Yeah,
guys,
that's
let me
true.
actually be
We're
honest.
big-headed.
Let
Sorry.
me be honest. Do you know why they say that? Me, I'm not gonna say my country, Angola. No, for like, can run the PALOP community. The reason why people might say this is because of how popular Angola is. Angola is a country, a PALOP country that everyone knows.
That's the
Yeah,
yeah. That's the
exactly.
first country.
But
Yeah.
there's loads of more PALOP countries that that run as well. Like, you get me? And the people that are not PALOP,
But even do you know what? Even when
every
it,
group,
Yeah.
sorry to cut you. In every group, there's always somebody.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be like, for example, when we did the photo shoot, there's always somebody that people's gonna say no, like, respect.
respect, yeah.
It's just like respect. It's not just because that person is trying to be. No, it's just like respect.
but even when like a PALOP country tries to like shine, they always get shut down. Like,
Yeah.
no, you're not gonna be better than Angolans.
Yeah.
Like, no, stay in your seat.
Yeah,
Like, it's not that deep. Just let the other countries shine and let them do what they want to do.
That's actually
Do you know what I
true.
mean?
But then
It's
it
never that
goes
deep.
back to the encouragement conversation. We discourage each other. That's why
Yeah.
there's not
Yeah.
a lot of representation in all.
Because when you tell someone, I'm from a Portuguese speaking country, first thing you hear is Angolans.
Yeah.
That's the only
That's
thing
it.
people from the outside the PALOP community, they'll not. If you tell them, I'm from Santa Tomé, where's that?
No, but
that's
BMT.
events.
Yeah,
It's
And
actually
then when you show
annoying.
them in the map, they're like, that's a little island.
Since when was it there?
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, like it's
literally,
just wild,
I
isn't it?
agree with everything, to be honest. But this is why we're doing this show, guys. We're doing this show basically to upbring, to teach about our culture, to try and encourage and to bring our community together. And there's gonna be a lot more, like from events, from get-togethers, especially my PalopGirls. My aim was to really to try and bring all the PalopGirls girls together, because there's a lot of hate, there's a lot of jealousy, and I don't feel like we need that in our community.
And it needs to stop. It needs to stop, because this is the start.
Together. So so this video was basically just an introduction, just for us to sit down, as talk about our culture, talk about just to feel comfortable, and just to give you guys a little taste, of what our show is going to be about.
Yeah, because guess what, guys? This is the start.
This is the start. We've got a lot more lit things coming.
Of something new. It's alright to be here with you. And that's a wrap. That's a wrap.
Follow us on all of our platforms, Instagram, Snapchat,
Twitter,
YouTube,
TikTok,
Snapchat.
Don't follow me, just send me food.
If you guys do want to send us gifts, you guys can. Yeah?
No, don't send
Just
for
let us
God
know.
though, because
Thank
there's people,
Thank you guys for tuning in.
And that's a wrap. See you guys later.
Thank you.
PalopGirlsOutLoud.